You are driving down the highway, asking for a little more power to pass someone, and suddenly your engine feels flat, almost like it is out of breath, and that dreaded check engine light pops onto your dashboard. If you have plugged in a scanner and pulled the code P024F, you are dealing with a charge air cooler bypass position sensor A circuit high. I know that sounds like a mouthful of technical jargon, so let me break it down for you into plain English. In modern vehicles with turbochargers or superchargers, we use an intercooler to cool down the hot air coming from the turbo before it goes into the engine, because cooler air means more power and better efficiency. Think of it like a radiator, but for air instead of coolant. Now, your car has a bypass valve that allows air to skip this cooler when it is not needed, and the computer uses a sensor to know exactly where that valve is positioned. When you get this specific code, your car's computer is telling you that the electrical signal coming from that position sensor is abnormally high, basically screaming that something is out of range. While this sounds like a strictly electrical issue, my experience tells me you should actually look at the mechanical side first. Often, the bypass valve itself gets physically stuck due to carbon buildup or debris, and the sensor is just reporting that the valve is not where it should be. This is not a problem you want to ignore because it can put your vehicle into limp mode to protect the engine, killing your fuel economy and performance. So, how do you fix it? First, pop the hood and locate the intercooler piping. You are looking for the valve mounted on the charge pipe. Once you find it, check for any obvious physical damage or loose wires. If you're handy, the best move is to take the valve off completely and inspect it. Is it clogged? Does the flap move freely? If it is stuck, giving it a good cleaning might save you the cost of a new part. If the mechanics look good, then grab your multimeter. You need to check the wiring harness for cuts or corrosion, especially since these wires are exposed to the elements. You'll want to verify that the sensor is getting the right power and ground signals from the computer. If the wiring checks out and the valve moves freely, but the code persists, then you're likely looking at a faulty sensor or the valve assembly itself, and swapping that out should get your power back and that light off your dash.